What's up? Just for JP in the house. Okay, so I want to talk about my experiences or history, I guess, in this not elementary school, but nursery school that I work in. In Japan, it's a kindergarten class actually, and in Japan, the kindergarten classes they are in nursery schools. And like in America, the kindergartens are in the elementary schools, but in Japan it's not like that. So I went to the owner. I went to the owner. It's like 11 years ago, and it was the mother of the guy now. Anyway, so I went to the mother, talked to her, asked her, can I come and just teach and everything? And she was like, okay, because I told her I was gonna do it for free, just volunteer, because I had 2 weeks and nothing to do, so I just wanted to brush up. So she was like, okay, so we set a date. I went and taught the class. It was like 25 to 30 kids. Maybe they're all like 5 or 6 or between 5 and 6. And it was really, really awesome. The kids really participated. Everyone was very, very energetic and stuff like that. And it was just an awesome class. And so I finished, thanked her. And 2 days later, I get a call. And the call was from her daughter-in-law, her son's wife. And so she said, hey, everybody really talked about your lesson, said it was really exciting, so we want you to work. And I said, but you have a teacher, and they said, yeah, but she heard about your lesson, so she said it's better that a native speaker teaches than her, because she was a little older, and she said it's better for the kids, so she'll quit. And I was like, no, it's okay. I said, I don't need the job. At the time I didn't, because I was making a lot of money teaching English. And I said it's okay, because I didn't want her to stop working. But she had already made up her mind. So then we talked about the price and then negotiated the price and everything. And so I started working there. The first year that I worked there, which was the same class, by the end of the class, everyone in the class had started reading English. One girl started reading English in 10 months, and everyone in the class could use a dictionary. Put different words, dictionary, or house, or mountain, or whatever, any word, And the dictionaries they used weren't those pictographs. They were like a regular junior high school dictionary, but the main letters, or the most popular used letters, were in larger print or larger font. And not larger font. Yeah, the font was a little larger, and it was really awesome. So at the end of the year, they have a what's the thing called? A Christmas kind of like show. And so I went there and did my show, pretty much doing introduction, then we did head and shoulders, and then we counted our body parts, and then we sang a song and did some card games and stuff. I showed them a card and they told me what the cards were and stuff like that. And it was really, really, wow, that was classic Nissan. Wow. And it was just really exciting. The class was just off the wall exciting. And so the parents were really surprised. The owner's grandson was in the class, so his mother came and she watched the class, and the class was so relaxed. And we were reading, so I put a reading conversation on there, something like, I want to go to the park. Which park are you going to? I'm going to the park on the corner. Okay, I want to go with you. Okay, let's go, and something like that, And these kids were reading it. We were translating to Japanese and everything. And then I asked them different things about we just had vocabulary also. And it was really awesome. And then the next year, I got another contract. And so each year, the kids it seemed like they got smarter and smarter each year, or the way I talk got better, whichever one. So I would just say the kids got smarter every year. And each year the kids would start reading earlier, which I had the same lesson. I didn't do anything different, but every year the kids started reading earlier, and it was weird. First it was the one girl, she would start reading 10 months, and then the next year it went down to 8 months, and then next year there was like between 6 to 8 months for a few years. But last year, or the year before, I think it was 4 months. A couple of kids started doing it 4 months. But last year, which is really awesome, because one kid started reading in last year. 3 kids started reading. I'm sorry, I'm trying to concentrate on everything. It's not streaming to me, so I gotta think. But last year, 3 students started reading in the 10th, 11th, and the 12th weeks. And I was other 12 weeks of class, and I was like tripping, like, whoa, wait a minute. So I gave them the test again, and then within another month, about like 5 other kids. So within like 4 months, 8 kids were reading. They actually passed the phonics test that I have, and if they're able to tell me a certain amount of phonics, then they're able to read, and they just call on real quick. And after a certain number of kids start reading, I just stopped giving the test. But everyone starts participating in the reading and stuff, and it was just so weird. And I think by December, the kids were really good at reading. Some were really good at using dictionaries and stuff. Eventually, what happened was the kindergarten started buying just bought the dictionaries for the whole class, like 30 dictionaries. So instead of the kids, before the kids would buy them on their own, and then or the parents would buy them, and then last year, I guess by the 10th month, the kids were really, really good at reading, and so I started teaching them how to, I think it was 10th or 11th month, I'm not sure which one, but I think it was 10th month, but I started teaching them how to make their own English sentences, or basically, make their own English sentences with one word, a noun, well, actually with a verb. So I started teaching them that, and it was really awesome, because I got this subjects and verbs program. It's a system to teach kids how to match subjects and verbs. Let's see. I teach them how to. Wow, I missed the road I was supposed to go on. Wow. I teach them how to. What else? Let me think. How to use a and the. How to match the subjects and verbs. Teach them about the nouns and how to. What is it with the nouns? How to. I'm really, really so late. Teach them how to use a and the, and what else? Match the verbs and stuff, and then also present tense and stuff like that. And it was just awesome. So they would make like a sentence. I would like show a card, and it might be read. And so I said, okay, what's the sentence? And they'll say, somebody said like, "Watashi wa hongo yomimasu." And I was like, okay, cool. And I said, okay, let's translate this to English. And I just sit there and let them tell me what to do. And I wrote it, and bam, it was done. It's really easy, so easy, really simple. And it got to the point where some of the students, now there's this one girl, she's in the school, and she's going to JUCO. And it was interesting because she wasn't one of the first ones to start reading. She was like one of the later ones of the 8. And there's 2 that's really good, and they what happened? It got to the point where I just showed a card like verbs or noun, and her and this other girl, especially that one girl though, were able to say the word, make a sentence, and then without me having to write anything on the board, she would be able to say it in English. And I'm like, wow, it's a trip. And I mean, use A and perfect. They know when to use it. What does A mean? What does and mean? And what do they mean? What does it mean? And stuff like that. And I'm just like, wow, it was like so awesome. And so the parents came. One of the parents is an English teacher in school, and her daughter was in the class. Her daughter actually was one of the kids who's passed the phonics test. And so when I was in the class, I was going over it and everything, and the parents were like really shocked, And this year, what was really cool was because we kind of made a conversation, from the English show, but like I read a book, the book is interesting or something like that, and so they would say that in Japanese and then translate it into English and stuff, and it was so good. And I was really tripping because I was saying to myself that what happened? That's messed up. This car in front of me didn't even have their blinkers on. Not expecting to go straight. But anyway, it was really awesome because I told the parents, what was so awesome was that a lot of the kids were participating. They understood what was going on. And I told the parents who came, I said, listen, your kids can speak English. If they can do this in class, they can do it at home. The only thing is they probably need a dictionary and maybe for you to spell the words or help them. And some of the kids, a couple of them can just actually, with the words that they know, they can speak English. So please try to, coach them and help them at home. But the thing about Japan is not all parents, but a lot of parents really don't understand English. And so I'm thinking that nothing's really going to happen to their kids. Hopefully, I can tell them if they all come, if any of them come, I'll give them like a $10 discount for the whole year because I really want these kids to start speaking, But I'm just, whatever these parents are thinking, I'm not really sure. But one parent told me something that was really interesting. I kind of figured was one reason why, but I can't say it on here. But I was thinking like, okay, fine, But anyway, that class was awesome. I've been working there for about 11 years or something like that. Each class, the kids were able to read. About maybe 5 years ago, kids were they got to the point where they started to be able to start actually making their own English sentences and stuff like that. And it was just, for me, it was just so awesome. And I wrote a book, my English, my subjects and verbs program. Actually, I wrote a book. It's called Subjects and Verbs 1, 2, 3, 4 to Infinity. That book is awesome. I use it in all my classes, and from kids who were 3 years old and up, because I do have some kids who are 3 years old who do start reading. And I actually had 2 kids who were 2 that started reading, both for like 2 years. One was 2 years, 7 months. One was 2 years and 8 months. We were able to read really well. I was like really surprised. And they both could use a dictionary. And with that book, it's awesome. And the book was so really interesting. It's really straightforward. It's really simple. I sent it to my mom. She checked it out. She got a degree. I'm the only one in the family who do not have a degree. She checked it out, and she was like really surprised that I wrote it. And she was like, "Wow, I can't believe it's so simple." And a lot of other people that I showed it to, they're like, "Wow, it's so simple." And the book is, it's just another subject. I don't want to go off subject, but I will say that it's really awesome. And if it were to get into the black communities, and start teaching kids from 3 years old, since they already can speak English, it would just revolutionize the English comprehension levels, reading levels, and stuff for the kids in the black neighborhoods. And then, of course, it would, I guess, eventually trickle to everyone else's neighborhoods and stuff. But it's just awesome. It really is awesome. And I just pretty much use that, And then I got a reading program too, phonics program that's really awesome. And for like kids who was like in the black neighborhoods and stuff, for the kids, well, if they're 2 years old, they'll be able to do it, but it just depends on, you know, how the enthusiasm of the parents, if they'll teach the kids, you know. And they only take they only do like only 15 minutes a day, and the kids will catch on. But for 3 years old, definitely they'll probably be able to comprehend and start reading in a month, and then start reading and stuff. I got those programs. I haven't really put them in the books. I'm thinking to see if I can try to patent it or something. But it's just really awesome, and oh man, because of the achievements that's I'm seeing these kids do here in Japan is just really, really easy. Really amazing, and it's no one's doing it, you know, and no one's doing it in the States either, you know. But anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you. I'm out.